Hey, what is going on everyone? It is Neo Dragon and this is episode number 9 of Mystery Trade Fun. If you don't know what Mystery Trade Fun is, it's where I hit up the Mystery Trade in ZENFORMS Protectors. Whatever ZENFORMs I get from the Mystery Trade, I will then use them to echo battle with in the next episode and send them back off again. So this week I'm using a Warbird, a blue Warbird that I increased the star rank of, increased its physical stats, and I also gave it some new moves. I'm in a team difficulty here of 2, and that means I'm going to be able to enter in the league. So the Echo Battle League is still running at the moment. It ends on the 14th, which is this Sunday. If we scroll over here to the second page of the Echo Battle League, we can still see that Warfrino is in first place, followed closely by Starweb 13, and behind in third place is Full Metal Rust. So I've also announced this week that when the medals are dished out, which is going to be on the third page here, first place, second place and third place, so the top 3 players in the Echo Battle League in the season will win a medal. So this season you're playing for the Rimba medal. Warfrino, or well, whoever's first, will get the first place medal, so a gold Rimba medal. Second place, which is currently Starweb, will get a silver Rimba medal, and Mike Full Metal Rust will get a bronze medal. Now again, that might change by the time I finish up the league next week, but those are the top 3 players and they are ahead by a mile. Like, look at that score by Warfrino, 3,263 points. That is amazing, good man, that is amazing. And he's also been on the forum, very active, writing up some fan fiction. Anyway, back to this video here. I'm going to show you off. So the whole point of this video, I got in the last video, I can't remember, I believe it was a green Frino, I got a nav fader, I can't remember my fourth one, and I know the other one was the J here, the blue Warbird. So what I've done is I've increased its stats. I've also given it some new attacks. So I've come up with a strategy that I think is pretty good. We're going to start off with the move Taunt. So what the Taunt move is going to do is going to give the condition anger to the enemy. What anger does is they can't switch out or flee, but it also causes damage before each attack phase. So if we start off with this, he's not going to do too much damage to me. I just want to show it to you because he is a 1-star ranked child ZENFORM, so I am going to win. And then what I've also done is I've given him a quick peck, which has a priority move of fast, which means he will generally attack first. And I've also given him the heavy hitter Storm Crush, which it does attack 2 enemies if there are 2 enemies in the field, but it has a huge power of 28, but it does have attack precision of 55. Is that 55? Anyway, this is going to be a great strategy, and what I'm going to do is, again, at the end of this video, so what I do is I echo battle, try if the league's on, I'll get into a league battle, I'll do a ranked battle anyway, at least. I will then send off these ZENFORMs into the Mystery Trade so that you can possibly get them. Of course, to Mystery Trade as well, all you have to do is go into the Mystery Trade, send off a ZENFORM, and make sure it's in the same category. So if you look over to the right hand side of the video here, you can see the tier guide. It's also displayed within game before you Mystery Trade. Just make sure your ZENFORM is within that category and you'll have a chance of getting that ZENFORM. So anyway, here we're battling. I didn't quite catch who I'm battling here. If you swipe up, it's Brady? I'm not quite too sure. I have to screen quite a bit away from me here. But anyway, he's only got this one other ZENFORM left, which is his blue RL called Goon. And he has the ability Flip Flop, which flips my attack and defense. But they were both equal anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. You also know I am actually running version 1.2.10, and one of the new options is a give up button right here in the top. Right, whoops, he brought down my thingy there. The notification tray. So yeah, so the new button is that is called give up. So sometimes in echo battles there is a need just to give up and just quit the battle. So let's say if your FP, which is the blue bar there, if it's basically kind of less than what the attack needs, it'll only do 1 damage. So if you don't cover the FP cost of attack, which is displayed here on the left hand side of the attacks, you won't do enough damage, which then means of course you're there's no point battling really, and you're stuck in the battle. At least before you were stuck in the battle, but now you can give up. So it counts as a loss, of course. And there we go, just after winning with this really strong Warbird, which I believe I got from Warfrino. I can't remember, I'll have to watch the last episode. I'm pretty sure it was him, we were talking about it on the forum. And you can see I was battling with a bit. He has got a might of 5, dexterity of 9, and his willpower, which of course is pretty hard to level up itself, is still on 0. So here you see is the new user interface for the end of echo battles. That's in 1.2.10. You can choose which scene you can return to, and you can also swipe across and you can see the 2 people that were involved in the battle. Of course, you get a look at their stats. You get yourself on the left, the opponent on the right hand side. You can choose which scene you return to. So you can choose the CP Garden, or you can return to the Overworld, which is what's the name that is given to kind of the map, so to speak. And of course, you got an option here to heal your team using the heal team in a purchase. sorry, you can just, of course you can heal Chris and you don't have to pay for it, but it just gives you that convenience and an option. And there's also here you can rate the battle, which of course you need to advance. So we're going to return to the overworld here. We're going to give this guy a thumbs up, and we'll be returned back into the map here. We're looking at Christine, so it gives us quick access into our storage. I'm going to withdraw the ZENFORMS from the last episode, so that is the, let's have a look here, I believe it is the Nav Fader. We have a Nav Slino, that was the other one, the Nav Slino, that was the one I got in the last trade, I believe. And as I said here is the, it was a green Freno originally that I leveled up to a kind of mid-range Warthorn, so that was something I just decided to do as well before the video. I was giving it a few tests in the battle as well. I've given it some new moves here. If we just go in and have a look at the team. Here it is here. We have a look at the Warthorn. Its attacks here. It's got Flame Spit, Water Ripple, Rock Throw and Leer Healer. So of course we've got the different element based attacks here, and we've also got Leer Healer, which lowers the enemy's defense by 25% and gives you Replenish. So he's not too bad, and there's also still room to grow for you as well, to increase its stats as well. And of course to get into Mystery Trade you can go into the CP Garden or tap the button here on the left hand side. I'm trying to think of what other news there was this week. Did anyone watch the Apple event that was on yesterday? They revealed the iPhone 6 and the 6 Plus and the Apple Watch. I'm hoping to get the iPhone 6 Plus. I don't know what ZENFORMS will look on it. I'm sure it's going to look crazy on the big screen. I'll hopefully get that and be able to test, and for any customers that do buy it, they won't be let down. But anyway, let's start off. We're going to trade off the Nav ZENFORMS first. So of course when you trade off the Nav Child here, if you look to the right hand side, it is going to go into the super rare category. The super rare tier, there's 4 tiers. There's common, uncommon, rare and super rare. When you trade off a Nav Child or Adolescent ZENFORM, at the moment, because they're the only ZENFORMs in the super rare category, you'll get one back. So we're after getting back here a Nav Rinroke. It is from the server. The server has a rating of 677. We're going to give this mystery trade a thumbs up most likely, but let's first have a look at the ability. It is initiation. Every attack the enemy uses costs double FP, which is actually pretty sweet to have in Echo battles, because of course then your enemy will be doing weak attacks. If it has no FP, it will be doing the 1 HP damage. So that started off what we've sent off the Nav Fader. Let's send off the Nav Slino, and that's going to go into the rare category. I haven't changed it from the last video. I did battle with it a few times. I wanted to test it. Actually, I could be lying. I changed up his attacks actually. So I was testing out a few new strategies with him. We're after getting another Nav Slino back. One of the moves I've given him was Dark Drain, which takes 10% of the enemy HP and heals you by 10%. And I was testing out basically having a 1-star rank Nav Slino against this from Full Metal Rust, the Nav Nabber himself. This unfortunately the Nav Slinos get a rough time. No one really likes them, and I was just about to say here, this ZENFORM was traded 20 times. 20 times. No one wants him at all. Let's have a look at his ability. It's Holdout. So of course ZENFORMs come, as you all know, come in 4 colours, 3 primary colour, 2 secondary colours and a nav colour. Each one has its own moveset, so each colour has its own 10 possible moves it can learn, and it also has 3 possibilities. So I'm after getting back another Nav Slino here, and you can see it has a completely different ability than the other Nav Slino that I just traded off. So it has Holdout, which is if your HP is less than 30% of max value, defense increased by 5x Evo stage. So that means 5 times your evolution stage, which is just 1, so it's plus 5 there. So we're going to give Full Metal Rust a thumbs up for that trade, and we're going to trade off the Warthorn next. Oh, why did I go into the Echo battle? We'll trade off the Warthorn next. Again, if you look to the right hand side, you can see what tier it's going to go off before I trade it, or you can look in the top left here of the screen, and it says it's going into the uncommon tier. So if you want this oh, we got back a red Warthorn. So again, while the ZENFORMs have the exact same sprite design, I guess, each colour has its own moveset, so technically within the game itself, it's basically its own creature. So we're after getting back a Warfreno. It's from the server user. Again, it was traded 8 times. I want my server rater, because I want to rate the server a thumbs up. I don't want to piss him off because he is the leader of the CP Garden, the ruler. So let's have a look at his ability real quick. I like looking at the ability. Last Resort. His stats are probably going to be about mid-range. Well, about mid-range ZENFORM as well. So pretty close to what I've traded off. I am going to give him a thumbs up, as I said. I never say goodbye to all my ZENFORMs. Bye-bye to all my team. And we're going to send off the amazing J ZENFORM here, the Warbird, the blue Warbird. Bye-bye to this amazing ZenForm. As I said, if you can get in and get this, he's in the rare category. Go in, get him, and try out that moveset yourself in the CP Garden in the Echo Battles. And we got back a Nav ZenForm. We've after getting back a Nav Freno. So how many Nav ZenForms have we got in the team now? I think that's 3 Nav ZenForms. I might switch it up for the next video because I don't want to keep sending off just Nav ZenForms and be stuck in either the rare, super rare categories. I guess we could be okay sending this guy off. This is from Blue Bomber 8, excuse me, and he was traded just one time and he only has a user rating of 5. We're going to give him a thumbs up, of course, but I have a craving to check out the abilities, and it has got bulk up, which isn't too bad. We're going to give him a thumbs up. So that is going to be it for this video. Let's just have a quick look at the ZenForms we have traded off. We're going to Mystery just to have a quick look. We have the Nav Freno, the Nav Rinrogue, the Nav Slino from Full Metal Rust called Banks, and the red 2-star rank Warthorn. So that is it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Of course, leave a comment below or on the forum, and be sure to try out that J Warbird.